Decided by 2. That was unbelievable.
I'm glad to be on the other side now.
Okay, on a serious note, I have a couple announcements. Our next meeting will be in our new building, our Walmart building. Early voting will be here. So if y'all make note of that. And we'll have table chairs and a PA system. But, staff, anything else on the meeting?
No, 9 o'clock is normal time.
Okay. And I have a letter that I want to divulge to the commissioners and to the public. On a serious note, like I said, on Friday, October 5th, I sent a letter to the Criminal Prosecution Division of the Attorney General's requesting that they take appropriate enforcement action against Sheriff Daniel Law pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 59 of the Code of Criminal Procedure for violations of handling of forfeited funds under the control of the Sheriff's Law. Chapter 59 of the Code of Criminal Procedures sets forth procedures for handling the receipt and expenditure of forfeited funds received by the County Sheriff's Office. Besides the requirement of an annual audit and certification to the Attorney General's Office for funds, extended Chapter 59 requires Sheriff Law to submit a budget to the Commissioner's Court for approval prior to the expenditure of any of these funds. A recent audit brought this to our attention. Since I took office and until the present time, Sheriff Law has never submitted a budget for expenditure of these forfeited funds to the court for approval. Yet during the period of time, Sheriff Law regularly spent these funds on whatever he wanted. During fiscal year 2010 through 11, 9/30/2010 through 9/30/2011, Sheriff Law spent $6,152.41. And to date, during fiscal year 2011 through 2012, 9/30/2011 through 8/31/2012, he spent $5,052.15. Expenditure of some $11,204.56 without obtaining approval from the Commissioner's Court is a direct violation of the provisions of Section 5906D of the Code of Criminal Procedure. In addition to spending the $6,152.41 during fiscal year 2010 through 2011, Sheriff Law swore under oath that he did not spend any money during that period of time. Because the Attorney General's Office is the enforcement agency for these types of violations, I took appropriate action as a county CFO by sending a letter to their Criminal Prosecutions Division and asked that they take whatever enforcement action they deem necessary to force Sheriff Law into compliance with this statute. I will keep the court apprised of these actions. The Criminal District Attorney is also governed under Chapter 59, and he does comply by presenting an expenditure budget request to the Commissioner's Court. Unlike Sheriff Law, the Criminal District Attorney has followed the law in the past in the last 2 fiscal years. I'm providing members of this court with a copy of my letter to the Attorney General and copies of the appropriate documents governing the issue. These documents are also available to the press and the public. That's all I have to say.